Hello everyone, I'm Rubpreet Kaur, a self-taught artist, and today on February 1, 2025, it's been almost 2.5 years since I have moved to this beautiful place, Pennsylvania, United States of America. But my art journey began almost 6 years ago. I began my art journey from India, a country rich in art, culture, and vibrant traditions. I was always surrounded by creativity. Yet, my passion truly came to life in the world of abstract art, a style deeply influenced by Europe. Surprisingly, I never pictured myself as an artist, nor was I someone who did art for fun. I think it was a hidden talent waiting patiently to reveal itself. Art for me is like dancing on a canvas. Every stroke is a rhythm and every color a melody. It's freeing, soothing, and an unspoken way of expressing myself. When I paint, stress fades away, and I find a calmness that's hard to describe. It's my escape, my therapy, and my connection to something greater. Art is a gift that transformed my life. A few years ago, I was going through a really hard time. From the outside, I was having a good career, I was successful, and always surrounded by friends and family. But from the inside, something was lost. There was an emptiness, and I tried really hard to pull myself out of it, but it was really difficult. So, one random day, while scrolling aimlessly on the internet, an abstract art piece caught my eye, and it was so beautiful that it stopped me in my tracks. For the first time, in a long while, I felt something stir inside me, a spark of curiosity. I decided why not try creating something like this. Imagine trying something for the first time and failing miserably, but that makes you feel so alive that you want to go back to it and try again. That's exactly what happened with me. Let me tell you how I turned a disastrous attempt into a life changing passion. So, with zero knowledge of art materials, I walked into a store and bought some basics, some watercolors, some drawing sheet, and few brushes. And that night, I created my first painting. And honestly, it turned out to be a disaster. It was messy, uncoordinated. I was so frustrated that I crumpled it and threw it away. But here's the thing, even though the painting didn't turn out well, something about the process got stuck with me. And for those few moments, I felt lighter. I stepped out of my own heavy thoughts. And that's the reason I picked up my brushes again and tried another art piece. And this time, it turned out better. So I decided that I will keep going. Little by little, I started learning about different art mediums. I switched from watercolors to acrylics, from paper to canvas, and before I knew it, I was crafting my own style. What started as a simple attempt to distract myself became a way of healing. Art became my therapy, and every brushstroke felt like I was pouring emotion that couldn't be put into words. The colors spoke for me, the textures carried my feelings, and the process quieted the noise in my mind. Slowly, that empty space within me started filling up. As I explored abstract art, I realized I wanted to make it my own. I was very much drawn by the work of Jackson Pollock. The way he splashed colors on the canvas really amazed me. His art feels full of life, spontaneous, and bold. Things I try to bring into my own work. I tried my hands on his art form. I created few art pieces like the Circle of Life, Chaos, and 13. But this was not it. With every passing day, I was eager to try more techniques. I love to add textures to my art pieces by using unconventional materials like semolina, poppy seeds, and many other things. I believe it adds depth and dimension to art pieces. Rose is one such abstract painting which is near to my heart. Every painting I create tells a story, but it's not just my story, it's yours too. Whenever you will see my painting, you will feel a connection or a ray of hope or joy. That's the magic of art. It's just not a piece that hangs on the wall, but it speaks to the heart. Nowadays, I have been exploring a fusion of sculpture and figurative art, experimenting with various materials to create a 3D effect. During my recent exhibition in New York City, I showcased a piece titled Branches of Love and Togetherness. If you look at this painting, you will notice two trees, each telling a unique story. The larger tree, standing strong and steady, represents a parent. Its branches are adorned with golden leaves, symbolizing the wisdom, experiences, and the richness of knowledge that parents gather through their life's journey. Beside it, you will see a smaller tree, which represents a child. Its slender branches and fewer leaves reflect the innocence, curiosity, and untapped potential of youth. It's a reminder that the child is still growing, learning, and finding his way in life. But what truly makes the painting special is how the two trees connect. If you focus on the branches, you will see they intertwine gracefully at the center, forming a heart. To me, this heart symbolizes the unconditional love and guidance that flows between a parent and child. It's a reflection of how parents selflessly pass on their wisdom, experiences, and unwavering support to help their children thrive. This connection reminds us of the unbreakable bond that parents and children share, a bond that remains strong through every phase of life, no matter the challenges. And then there's the northern cardinal. If you look closely, you will notice this vibrant red bird flying toward the smaller tree. This bird isn't just a random addition, it carries a deeper meaning. There's a belief that when a cardinal visits, it brings luck, joy, and new beginnings. In this painting, the cardinal is flying toward the child tree, symbolizing good fortune, prosperity, and hope it brings for the child as they navigate their life's journey. Branches of Love and Togetherness is not just a painting, it's a celebration of family, love, and the beauty of these connections. I hope when you see it, it resonates with you and reminds you of the unconditional love and support that families provide no matter what. Among other paintings, another one which won viewers' heart at Art Expo New York City 2024 is Flash of Fortune. If you look at this painting, you will see a tranquil blue lake stretching out and perfectly painted clear blue sky, blending together in this serene, boundless space. And it sets the tone for something extraordinary to happen. Right in the middle of this calm, a bold little goldfish breaks the surface of the water. It's leaping, defying gravity, breaking free from the safety of the lake and reaching for the sky. Now that leap, it's not just a moment, it's a message. For me, that goldfish represents taking a chance, stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing the unknown. In many cultures, the goldfish is a symbol of prosperity and luck, and its leap is a metaphor for faith, for daring to chase something bigger, something uncertain, but potentially life changing. And then there's the splash, that sudden, mesmerizing burst of droplets as the fish leaps. It's not just a detail, it's a reflection of what happens when we take risk. It's like a scattering of fortune, an unexpected blessing, a reminder that the rewards often follow the bolder steps we take. Through this painting, I wanted to convey something personal yet universal. Life's greatest rewards often come from the risk we are willing to take. The leap might feel uncertain, even scary, but it's in those moments of uncertainty that we discover our true potential. I want you to see yourself in this goldfish and dare to jump and trust that just like this splash, the luck and fortune will follow you. Yes, life is unpredictable, but that's what makes it worth a celebration. Take the leap and trust the process. So whenever you look at this painting or whenever you are at a crossroads in life, I hope it reminds you to take the leap, because who knows, the next splash might just transform your world. Choosing art as a career is a roller coaster of uncertainty, rejection, and moments that will truly test your grit. But hold on for a second. Unlike traditional job, art has no map of success. Then how will you navigate in this uncharted territory? Hold on, be patient. Success in art world comes through persistence, a lot of networking, and a bit of luck. Another challenge is a societal perception of art as a hobby and not as a legitimate career. People generally ask, but what do you really do? Now, that question can be disheartening, especially when you are working tirelessly to build your portfolio, connect with galleries, or find clients. It requires a lot of self belief and courage to block out those doubts. Financial stability is another major concern, especially in the beginning. Being an artist isn't just about creating, it's about wearing 100 hats at once. You are not just an artist, you are an accountant, a content creator, and sometimes even the delivery person. But you have to find ways to balance creating art with running the business side of things. Lastly, rejection is a part of the process. Not every gallery will accept your work. Not every commission will go smoothly. And not every art piece will be sold. But I would say take them as an opportunity and not as a personal failure. With that said, I would say every challenge is worth it if you get to do what you really love. If I could talk to my younger self, I would say start sooner. I wish I embraced art earlier and studied formally. Teaching myself has been rewarding but also a test of perseverance and patience. When I paint, I often have music in the background. It fuels my energy and elevates the creative flow. I think there's something magical about how sound and creativity intertwine. But let me ask you, have you ever experienced a moment where everything felt right? Like you were exactly where you were meant to be? If not, let me share mine. One of the most memorable moments of my journey happened during my last exhibition. I decided to step out of my comfort zone and experiment with completely new techniques. Honestly, I was nervous about how people would respond, but the reaction it was overwhelming. People not only recognized my previous works but connected deeply with the stories behind my new ones. I remember one person who stood in front of my painting listening to the meaning behind it. They turned to me and said, I got goosebumps. Can you imagine goosebumps from something I created? That moment, knowing that my art could move someone so profoundly, it was everything. Everything I could ever hope for as an artist. At the end of the day, I want my art to spread positivity, joy, and hope. I want people to look at my painting and feel lighter, happier, and inspired. Thank you for spending time with me and listening to the little piece of my journey. I hope you feel connected to my art. If you like to see more of my art, do check out my page. Your support means world to me. Looking forward to see you more in future.